Gomer Pyle, USMC. Starring Jim Neighbors as Gomer Pyle. Also starring Frank Sutton as Sergeant Carter.
Want to see a menu?
No, ma'am. I know just what I want. Chocolate soda.
Make that 2.
And that's with chocolate syrup and chocolate ice cream.
Right.
You know, I've been meaning to come to this place for the longest kind of time. I hear they got real good sodas.
Look quick. What's the matter? Yeah, it's Bunny, Sergeant Carter's girl.
And she's not with Sergeant Carter.
Yeah, how about that? Shh.
Gee, I've really got to think it over. I'm just not sure.
Well, you can imagine I'd like to know as soon as possible.
Well, it's such an important decision. I mean, it's not the kind of thing a girl does too often.
Well, I'll tell you what. Take a day to think it over. I'll meet you tomorrow night, same time, same place, okay?
Okay.
Shh. Did you hear that, Duke? Did you hear it?
Yeah, looks like the sergeant's in for a little competition.
Poor Sergeant Carter. I wonder if he knows.
All right, you people, listen up and listen good. Corporal Boyle is going to take you physical wrecks for your daily dozen. And I don't want no dropouts. Is that clear? No dropouts. For once in your chubby little knock-kneed lives, you're going to do them exercises and do them right, or I'm going to know the reason why. Hey! What's the matter with you, Pyle? You got something to say?
Yes, I do, Sergeant. And it's this. There's just as good a fish in the sea as ever come out of it.
Huh? Or huh? All right, Pyle, what is it now?
There are all kinds of fellers in this world, Sergeant, but a good man is hard to find.
Huh?
You think about that for a while. It ought to make you feel real good.
Wait a minute. All right, now, what's with you, Pyle? You've been looking at me all day.
How?
Yeah, like I got one foot in the grave or something.
Oh, no, Sergeant, it's not nearly that bad.
Look, Pyle, you got something to say it.
Okay, I will. Women are like buses. If one goes past, there'll be another along in a little while.
Pyle! Get in here on the double. All right now, Pyle. I want to know what this is all about, and right now.
Well,
come on, this stupid nonsense has been going on long enough. Now, let's hear it.
Well, I sure wished you wouldn't ask me, Sergeant.
I am asking you, Pyle. Let's have it.
Well, all right. But just remember one thing. The game's not over till the last man's out. And that other fella could be out, and you'd be back in just like that.
What other fella? What are you talking about?
I think I've said too much already.
No, you haven't. Now, you start at the beginning and fast.
Well, Sergeant,
You talk.
Well, it was last night at Tony's.
You mean that joint over on 4th Street?
That's the place. They got the best chocolate sodas in town there. A whole lot better than the Bluebird Cafe. I think it's 'cause they use twice as much syrup. Well, I'll see you, Sergeant.
Pyle, what happened at Tony's?
Well, right after Duke and me sat down and ordered, I happened to look up and I saw Miss Bunny and this other feller sitting over in a corner all by themselves.
Bunny? With what fella?
It's a real nice looking feller, kind of blonde hair, wavy, and had a real nice smile, lots of teeth. Well, I'll see you, Sergeant.
Hold it. Lots of teeth and what? And what?
Well, Like I was saying, there they was sitting all scrunched up next to each other, talking real serious like.
Yeah? About what? You happen to hear?
I did hear 'em plan to meet again tonight, same place, same time, and she said she'd give 'em her answer then.
An answer, huh?
I sure am sorry, Sergeant, that I had to be the one to tell you this.
Forget it.
You mean you're not upset?
Not at all.
Well, how come?
How come? Because Bunny and me don't have any secrets from each other. None whatsoever, in any shape, size, or form. You got that?
Right, Sergeant, if you say so.
All right, you get back to your duties and keep your nose where it belongs.
Right. And, Sergeant, I sure am sorry I was the one that had to tell you Miss Bunny was stepping out on you.
Out! 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 Out!
What do you make of it, Vince? You really think Pyle saw Bunny out with this guy?
Who cares? Either way, I'm not about to lose any sleep over it.
I gotta say, you don't seem very concerned about it.
Well, you know Pyle and that imagination of his, no telling what he saw.
Hey, isn't this where Pyle...
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing here?
Well, Pyle said they were coming back here again tonight, and I just want to give him the benefit of the doubt, that's all. You know, so I got all the facts when I settle his hash for good.
Well, shall we?
No, over here. Around this way. We don't want to sit on an order. Be a lot quicker this way.
What do you see, Vince?
Just like I thought. Looks like we wasted a lot of time.
No Romeo and Juliet, huh?
Didn't I tell you? I never believed it right from the beginning.
So I see.
Hey, that Pyle. You know what he is? A big-mouth old lady. Gomer the gossip. I'll tell you something else. When I get my hands on him...
Vince, come here.
Huh?
Look over there in the corner.
It's true.
Sure looks that way, doesn't it?
It's true, just like Pyle said. Wavy hair. Big smile. Lots of teeth.
Looks like he's giving us something.
So? So he gave her a present. Big deal. Come on, let's get out of here.
Vince, don't you think you ought to go in there and find out what it's about?
What for?
Well, maybe there's a good explanation.
You mean walk in and just stand there? While Bunny says, "I'm sorry, Vince. I've been so busy I didn't have time to write you a Dear John letter." That would make a nice scene. I'd have so much egg on my face I wouldn't eat breakfast for a week.
Okay, so don't go in. Play it your own way.
Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play it my own way. What Bunny don't know is that two can play at this game. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys after chow 1300. Heads! Heads!
Hey, Sarge, telephone!
Yeah, who is it?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, it is it? Well, what do you know about that? And I know just what she wants. Hello? Oh, hi, Bunny. How are you?
Listen, Vince, I'm sorry I had to break our date last night, but...
Oh, that's all right, Bunny. No problem. What did you have to do, anyway?
Oh, you know, same old thing. My boss wanted me to stay in, work overtime again.
Had to work, huh? Oh, well, I guess you got no complaints. I mean, from what you tell me, he's a real jewel of a guy. You know, with all them little fringe benefits, huh?
I knew you'd understand, Vince. But listen, I can make it tonight for sure, if you're free.
Oh, what a shame. Wouldn't you know, I gotta work tonight.
Oh, that is a shame.
Yeah?
Well, I haven't seen you in a little while, and we got things to talk about, and...
Yeah. Well, maybe another night, huh? Sure thing, Bunny. We'll be talking. Sure. Real soon. Bye. Sure we will.
What's this about having to work tonight?
Yeah. I got a real big job lined up. A real big job. By the name of Shirley Sokolic.
Hey, you really are playing the game, aren't you?
You bet you're sweet. Hey, is that you, Shirley? Vince Carter. Yeah. Hiya, babe. How are things in the bakery? I'll bet you're just rolling in dough, right? Can you talk? Good. I just want to know if you still remember our little date for tonight. Oh, good. Huh? Yeah, well, you're real cute, too. I'll say. Right down to the dimples. Okay, doll. Just leave everything to old Vince. Kiss, kiss.
I don't get it.
What? What don't you get?
If Bunny calls to tell you that she's free, what are you making another date for?
Do you know what Bunny called for? Do you have any idea why she wants this date tonight? It's kiss-off time. She wants to tell me how sorry she is, but... Well, I'm not letting her have the satisfaction. No, sir.
You sure, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure. And you know what else I'm sure of? There are a lot of good fish in the sea. And a good man is hard to find. And something else. Revenge is sweet. And with a little help from Pyle, it's gonna be sweeter and sweeter. Hey, Pyle. Wait a minute, wait up. Hey, Pyle, could you do me a favor?
Well, sure, Sergeant. Be glad to.
You got anything on tonight?
No, I was just going into town and returning some library books.
Good. I'll tell you why, Pyle. I just got a call from Bunny.
You got a call? You got a call? Well, hallelujah.
Anyway, she's free tonight.
I just knew it, Sergeant. I just knew it. It was a matter of time, Sergeant. Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled, Sergeant. I am thrilled.
Yeah, well, so am I, but the only trouble is I've got a problem. Bunny's free tonight, but I'm not. I gotta stay and work.
Oh, that's a shame, Sergeant.
Yeah, it just breaks my heart to think of Bunny sitting at home alone all night.
I don't know what you mean.
Which is where you come in, Pyle. That is, if you're willing to lend me a helping hand.
Oh, anything, Sergeant, anything at all. You just name it.
Good. I knew I could depend on you. Now, here's $10. I want you to take Bunny out tonight and show her the time she deserves, okay?
Well, it'd be an honor, Sergeant. It'd be an honor looking after Miss Bunny for a person as unselfish as you are.
Thanks, Pyle. And don't spare the horses. Treat her like a queen. Hey, what's today, Wednesday? That means broiled lamb chops. Perfect.
Beg your pardon?
The Blue Plate special at the Bluebird Cafe. It's broiled lamb chops, and Bunny's just crazy about them. Especially the way the Bluebird fixes them up in them cute little pants.
That's right, they do. Blue for men and pink for the ladies.
Oh, by the way, I'm so far behind schedule, you better call Bunny and set it up yourself. Say around 8 o'clock. That way she'll have plenty of time to get ready.
Well, sure, Sergeant. I'd be glad to.
Thanks, Pyle. You're a real buddy, you know that?
Don't you worry, Sergeant. I'll take real good care of Miss Bunny for you. You can count on me.
Yeah. Well, so long, Pyle, and have a good time, huh? Don't forget, broiled lamb chops at the Bluebird.
And, Sergeant?
Yeah?
You can bet we'll both be thinking about you tonight, 'cause it ain't easy to forget somebody that's 9 feet tall like you are.
Yeah.
I still say this wasn't necessary, Gomer. I had sewing to do and a lot of ironing and...
I know, Miss Bunny, but Sergeant Carter just didn't think it was fair for you to have to stay home alone just 'cause he was busy.
Oh, that's Vince for you, the big teddy bear.
I sure am glad you feel that way. Oh, this is for you.
Gosh, Vince, it's really been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, too long. What I want to know is if you're still as ticklish as you used to be.
Don't even talk about it.
You mean like this? You should know, baby, now. You should know.
Hey, Sergeant.
What do you want, Pyle?
Sergeant, you remember you said you had to work tonight?
That's right, so?
So, I took Miss Bunny to the Bluebird Cafe like you suggested. The only trouble was that we saw you there. Miss Bunny and I saw you there with a lady friend.
Okay, Pyle, okay, I'll level with you. If anybody's entitled to the facts, you are.
Huh?
Pyle, you saw me there with another dame tonight, all right? On purpose. You want to know why?
Yes, sir, if you want to tell me.
Because you were right about Bunny and that wavy-haired, pearly-toothed friend of hers. I saw them meeting last night at Tony's, just like you said they'd be. And you want to know what else I saw? I saw him giving her some kind of jewel box, the kind that rings come in.
And she took it?
You bet your sweet life she took it. And I wasn't just seeing things either. You can check with Boyle. He was with me.
Well, why in the world would she do a thing like that?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. I ain't about to be nobody's patsy.
I just don't understand it, Sergeant. I just don't understand it.
Believe me, Pyle, I had to do it to show her she ain't the only mackerel in the sea. You understand, don't you?
Yes, sir. It's just that I feel so bad for both of you.
Yeah, well, that's life, I guess. You think you got no secrets to somebody and whammo. Well, I'll tell you something. No one dame's gonna make me walk the gangplank. What do they say? C'est la vie? It means don't bother holding your breath, just live it up. And that's what I'm gonna do from here on in, just live it up. Let's face it, Pyle, the bushes are full of bunnies.
Well, I guess I better go, Sergeant. And good luck to you with your c'est la vie. I sure am sorry we saw that picture show, Duke. It reminded me so much of Sergeant Carter and Miss Bunny, especially the part where that trapper got that Dear John letter right out of the blue.
And Gomer, will you knock it off about the sergeant? You want to spoil my appetite?
For shame, Duke. You know you don't mean that.
You're right. Right now, nothing could spoil my appetite.
Duke, it's just like it was last time. Did you see that, Duke? Did you see that?
Yeah, so? Hey, where you going?
I've got to find Sergeant Carter, and I haven't got a minute to lose. I know he's around here somewheres. I think I know where. Well, there's for the water I drank.
I'll tell you something else. I've been in too many tight spots to let one dame wrap me up. You gotta play it so that they never get the feeling they own you. Because once they think they own you, you're dead. Right, Johnny?
You want another beer?
You look like a guy with some understanding. What do you think? Are they trouble or are they trouble?
Sergeant? Sergeant Carter.
Huh?
Wait till you hear. Just wait till you hear.
Huh? Wait till I hear what?
I just saw Miss Bunny.
So you saw Bunny. Big deal. What do you want, a medal?
But you don't understand, Sergeant. She was with that other fella.
Oh, swell. That's just swell, Pyle. It's not enough that the wound is still open. You gotta come around and rub salt in it.
But that's not the best part, Sergeant. The ring you saw, well, Miss Bunny was giving it back to him.
Huh?
It's true. Duke and me went into Tony's a while ago, and there was Miss Bunny giving it back to him.
Really? Oh, well, that's nice.
And she was as sad as could be, Sergeant, just as sad as could be.
How about that?
I just knew it'd work out. I just knew it.
Yeah, well, it figured, didn't it?
Well, Sergeant, are you just gonna sit there?
Why not? If Bunny wants to call me, she knows my number at the duty hut. If she wants back in, let her come to me.
No, Sergeant, no.
Ah, come on, Pyle. You gotta admit she's got a lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining.
That's not the way, Sergeant. That's not the way at all. The human thing to do would be to make up with Miss Bunny right now while she's feeling low.
Really? Well, I felt pretty low myself once upon a time, remember? Oh, you should have seen me.
But, Sergeant, you could show what a big person you are if you'd go to Miss Bunny right now while she probably needs you. You know what they say, to err is human, and I just know that you're the kind that'll forgive.
Yeah, maybe you got a point. Now that she's learned her lesson, no use turning the knife. There's one thing about me, I'm no sadist. Well, so long, Charlie. It looks like the worm has turned. You see? It all works out in the wash, don't it? How about dames, I mean? You just can't figure them, right?
I just know she's home, Sergeant. One look at her face and you could tell she was gonna rush right home.
Okay, Pyle. You set it up, but I'll stay out of sight until just the right moment. You know, really give her a kick, huh?
Right, Sergeant. She's home all right.
Gomer!
Hey, Miss Bunny.
Gomer, what are you doing here?
I've got good news for you, Miss Bunny. I just saw Sergeant Carter, and guess what? He's willing to forgive and forget.
He's willing to forgive and forget. Is that what you said?
That's right. You see, I saw what happened at Tony's tonight, and when I told Sergeant Carter that you'd busted up with that fella you sweet on...
What fella?
See, there's just like I told Sergeant Carter. He's plumb out of your mind already, hardly more than an hour after you give his ring back to him.
Ring? You mean you...
Sergeant Carter knew all about it. He saw you accepting it through the window of the restaurant the other night. That's the reason he went out with that Miss Shirley. But that's all over now.
Oh, so that's it, huh? And you say your dear, sweet, understanding sergeant is ready to forgive and forget. Well, that's just peachy. But you can go back and tell him I'm not the slightest bit interested, not the slightest bit.
Ma'am?
Gomer, do you know who that man was you two have been seeing me with? Do you? That was Herman Hadler of Hadler Jewelers. He was nice enough to meet me at night because I couldn't get off from work. And do you know why? Because I wanted to get Vince something nice for his birthday instead of the usual aftershave cologne. Something real nice, like a $75 star sapphire ring. Oh, but Lord, I couldn't give it back to Mr. Hadler fast enough after what your sweet sergeant did to me. So you can just tell him for me I don't want to see him today, tomorrow, or forever. Now, goodbye.
Pyle, did anybody ever tell you you got a big mouth? Are you sure, Pyle? You sure Bunny said you'd be here?
On your birthday, Sergeant? Why, Miss Bunny wouldn't miss that for the world.
Well, yeah, I know, but considering what happened, you know, the way she hit the ceiling.
Believe me, Sergeant, you don't have a thing to worry about. When I took the liberty to call Miss Bunny and invite her down here, I told her the whole story. I told her how everything was my fault from the beginning, every single thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's only fair now that you mention it.
So mark my words, Sergeant, Miss Bunny will be here. Golly, just look for yourself, Sergeant, just look for yourself.
Ah, you made it, baby. Honest to gosh, made it.
Well, you knew I couldn't stay away. Not after Gomer called and explained, right, Gomer?
Yes, ma'am. Weren't you gonna sit down or nothing?
Yeah, why don't we all sit down, huh?
Happy birthday, Vince.
Oh, Bunny, you shouldn't have. Considering the jerk I made out of myself.
So I should have my head examined. Go on, take it.
Well, give me a little hint first, huh?
No.
Oh, come on, just one. Like, is it bigger or smaller than my pinky?
Happy birthday, Vince.
I got you something too, Sergeant.
Oh. Shaving cologne?
Tangle. I got the very same thing. If I'd known you was gonna get that, we could have gone in together and gotten him a half-gallon size. That's right.